I am it's crazy, it's 1:15 in the morning here in Abu Dhabi, and UFC 321 just wrapped. I'm so messed up right now because of what I just saw happen in a heavyweight title fight. The fight ended in a no contest between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane due to an accidental eye poke. This is only the second UFC title fight in the 30-something year history of the company to end in a no contest. I mean, the arena was on fire. The stage was set for something magical to happen. You had two guys that were primed and ready to go and fight for the most prestigious prize in all of fighting. As Miles tries to strike back there and break stuff down, Liverpool got beat again today, so it's like becoming the norm. Every post-fight reaction, Liverpool's getting beat. But the stage was set for something amazing to happen. And we got what was one of the most anticlimactic finishes I've ever been a part of, but what we got up to that point was amazing. What we got to that point was very telling. What we got to that point was we got the opportunity to watch the two best heavyweights in the world fight for the championship in the UFC, right? John Jones isn't here. Francis Ngannou isn't here. The guys that we had in there right now are the two best in the world, and they fought like it. Cyril Gane fought tonight like we expected him to fight against John Jones. He defended takedowns. He was landing his strikes. And Tom Aspinall got his off too. Tom Aspinall was landing. Tom Aspinall actually seemed happy, smiling, to be in there with someone that was extending him and pushing him to a place that he really hadn't been. Look, man, Cyril Gane was there to fight. From the very start of this fight, you recognize that Cyril wasn't going to be on his bike like we have seen him in some of his more recent fights. This looked like the Cyril Gane that went to fight Tai Tuivasa, that went forward, took the center of the octagon and started using his movement to really give Tom some problems. I know we didn't get to see the fight long, but in what we saw, that was going to be the toughest fight of Tom Aspinall's career. And I can say that very confidently because I saw him with his face, nose all bloody from a jab of Cyril Gane, who landed it multiple times over the course of that first round. I saw Tom Aspinall land some nasty stuff too. I saw him landing some jabs of his own. I saw him landing some kicks. I saw Tom Aspinall throw a high kick. I've never seen him throw a high kick, and it's partly because he's never had to throw a high kick. There are layers to these guys' games that we have to find only when they're fighting someone that not only deserves to be in there with them, but can extend them to a point where they have to use all of their weapons. Tonight, Tom was kicking more. He was trying to wrestle more. He was doing so many things differently because he had to. Unfortunately, Cyril Gane seemed prepared for all of that, and he was fighting better than we have seen him fight in a long time. A no contest in a heavyweight title fight feels like something was left on the table. But it does open up opportunities for us to get this on what might even be a bigger stage. We could reschedule these guys for January. The first big Paramount card, if Tom Aspinall is okay, you put the heavyweight title fight on there. You want to start a new deal? That's how you start a new deal. I was just in the back. Cyril Gane was very emotional, guys. He was crying because of a missed opportunity. I spoke to his coach, Fernand Lopez, which will be at the end of the interview, so stick around. And he shared his thoughts on what was happening, and I will speak to Tom's coaches also. I saw Tom Aspinall. His right eye is covered in a bandage because he cannot open it still. We're 20 minutes past the fight ending. And what's crazy about that is his other eye was the one where his hand went knuckle deep. The right side was scraped down more. The left side was the one that went knuckle deep and really would have been hard to deal with if not for the pain he was seeing on the other side. Tom was very upset that people were booing. And then people saw the replay and were like, wait a minute, maybe we should be booing the other guy. Then they booed Cyril Gane. But Cyril was emotional. He wanted this fight. This fight was everything that these guys had asked for. Hopefully we can reschedule this and get these dudes locked in the octagon again to determine who's the baddest man on the planet. They will both be better for it. I know they didn't spend a lot of time in that octagon, but there were some things that you can take from it, especially if the turnaround is relatively quick. Man, what an ending. You could have asked me for 100 endings. I don't know if I would have ever came to that. A no contest in the very first round due to eye pokes. Unreal.